I do not watch a lot of Smash content on YouTube these days. And by that I actually mean I watch literally no Smash content on YouTube these days. Watched it all the time as a kid and in high school and whatnot, and just kinda fell off at a point in my adulthood. But this channel has forced me to keep up to date at least somewhat with the popular trends and video topics that circulate in the Smash community. A video topic that I have seen a lot pop up into my recommended feed is adding one new character to every single series Smash currently has. Sounds like a really great idea and a really fun way to get to talk about so many different video game characters from across the entire video game landscape. But you know what? Screw that video topic. The last thing Ultimate needs is even more characters, especially from some of these over-bloated franchises. We are going to be deleting one character from every single franchise in Smash Ultimate that has more than one character, obviously. Feel free to keep score with your own picks down below. Let's revoke some invitations. Alright, right off the bat, to make this a little harder on myself, I am not allowed to delete echoes. I have to choose a unique character. Lucky for us, starting off with Super Mario, this is a bit of a softball. Think we can all agree the Mario character that you delete is Piranha Plant, right? Super fun character. I love that a character like this can make it into Smash. But we all know Plant doesn't have that legendary icon status. Plant isn't some super popular, unique playstyle that just adds so much to the competitive Smash scene. Probably the easiest choice we're gonna have all day. Piranha Plant is getting mowed down. Oh wait, I totally forgot about Dr. Mario. He's not an Echo, is he? Why did I think he was an Echo? What am I saying? Of course, Dr. Mario is the Mario character that would be cut. Yeah, this is an embarrassing way to kick off the video. Sorry, Plant. I hope you can forgive me. Let's just keep going and forget this section happened. This is what I get for doing this unscripted. We gonna bop Diddy, or we gonna bop K. Rool? Sucks to say after how many years we spent fighting for this dude to get into Smash, but I think K. Rool is the clear choice here. Diddy is just more well-known, more relevant, more popular, and offers more to Smash through his gameplay. K. Rool, as we know, is essentially a heavy character that is designed to do things that heavies are not supposed to do. And while K. Rool is not among the most annoying and most busted characters this game has to offer, clearly, there is a reason that heavy characters are not supposed to be doing these things. Balancing all of this out into a character that isn't horrendously underpowered but also doesn't just decimate everyone in front of him is a near impossible feat that has led to a character that has been mostly dropped by the Smash community at this point. I don't mean to sound like everything's all peaches and daisies with Diddy with the stupid stuff that guy pulls off with his banana, but K. Rool is getting cut from the DK crew, and he ain't coming back unless you're climbing his belly or playing baseball, of all things. It's kinda weird, right? I think most people would opt to slash out one of the links. I agree, and I think the clear choice is Young Link. He doesn't have the unique style of Toon Link, he doesn't have the modern relevance of Breath of the Wild Link. This is Ocarina of Time Young Link, and we already have an Ocarina of Time character with Ganondorf and arguably Sheik, depending on where you stand on her redesign. With almost no unique merit specific to him, Young Link has been defeated, which I guess places this reality in the Fallen Hero timeline. Yay, a link to the past. Oh, Metroid. This is an interesting case, even though it is another easier one. So I think we can all agree we're not talking about Echo Fighters, so Zero Suit Samus is the character you would cut, right? Zero Suit Samus did not defeat Mother Brain, she did not save the animals, she unfortunately was a casualty of the destruction of planet Zebes. But you know what Metroid character actually offers less to Ultimate than Zero Suit Samus? Samus. Despite being the protagonist, thus granting Samus a sort of immunity in this little competition here, does anyone actually prefer playing Samus to Dark Samus? Maybe it's just me, but when these are essentially the same character and Dark Samus just animates so much cooler than normal Samus, this is the Metroid character that I play as the least and I think offers the least to the Ultimate scene. So if you want to make the argument for cutting out Samus and just letting Dark Samus be the owner of this moveset while Zero Suit Samus represents the protagonist of this franchise, I don't think anyone's going to agree with you, but at least you have an interesting argument. That's cool. Kirby is a rare example in Smash, at least in my opinion, of a franchise that has perfect representation. These are the 3 essential characters to have in Smash with no extra fat added on top. And this is where I kind of have a little conflict of interest within me here. If I had to guess, a lot of you are probably thinking to chop off Meta Knight. And I see where you're coming from and probably agree with you. Kirby's the protagonist, TDD is the quote-unquote antagonist. Meta Knight is just a side character, albeit a beloved one. However, that's the easy route. That's the treating Smash Brothers like a checklist of video game icons that I am not a huge fan of route. King DDD is a character that you gotta admit, a lot of people would be happy to see him go. People have way more complaints with DDD in this game than they do with Meta Knight. Not to mention Meta Knight's, shall we call it, legacy in the Smash Brothers series that has given him something of a prominent role in the culture. So if I can ignore standard conventions of how Smash characters are chosen for just one round, perhaps not the correct choice, but the choice I know I have to make in my heart, King DDD is at long last getting the banhammer.
Good luck.
Oh, this next one hurts. Star Fox. For the longest time, Falco was my guy. But I gotta admit, in Ultimate had a bit of a shift. I had a pretty solid Wolf going for a few months there before deciding that I wasn't really having that much fun with him despite the consistent results I was seeing with him. And despite Falco's seniority over Wolf, Wolf is more unique. I would say that outside of Smash, Wolf is more iconic. And Falco, in my opinion, does not quite bring enough to his role as secondary protagonist representative in Smash to be able to match the value that Wolf brings as a rival antagonist. Falco has been shot down by Starwolf. Ugh, and he went down before Slippy too, yikes. Oh boy, that is a lot of characters. Let's just cut to the chase. Are we cutting Jigglypuff, or are we cutting Pichu? I think at this point you can start to see the style with which I'm using to make these decisions here. Pichu is a clone of Pikachu. Pichu, like Pikachu, but for the sake of this discussion, Pichu is an obnoxious character to fight against in Ultimate. Some people might make the argument that Pichu is representing Gen 2, Pichu is representing baby Pokemon, Pichu is more iconic or well-known or beloved. I actually don't know if that's the case, I'm not that big into Pokemon. But since neither of them are particularly fan favorites, which could have swayed my thoughts based on potential fan backlash for their removal, I am choosing to preserve the unique moveset. For my money, Pichu is getting put back in the box. Except we're gonna have a little slip of the finger and accidentally select release instead, losing Pichu forever. Well, these are largely the same character, one just has a much more limited fanbase than the other. I honestly kinda wish there was some throwaway third character for the Mother series in Smash that I don't have to sacrifice someone that was brought back because they were a fan favorite, but it looks like, unfortunately, Ness could not save Lucas from being taken out this time. Oh man, now we are at the big one. When you talk about cutting characters from pre-existing franchises, of course you gotta talk about Fire Emblem. This, I can already tell, this is gonna be the hardest one of the evening, isn't it? I mean, it's not even the evening, I'm recording this at 3 p.m. We're not doing Echo Fighters, so Chrom and Lucina are unfortunately safe. And I think that's how we gotta keep going. We gotta go through this using process of elimination. I think that's how we're gonna reach our answer here. I think we can all agree that Marth, the OG protagonist, is safe. Ike, the most popular character, is safe. And while I don't think everyone agrees with this, I am absolutely confident in saying that Byleth, protagonist of the most recent, and at this point probably most successful game in the series, is safe. So who does that leave us with? Roy, Robin, and Corrin. Now my hand was forced back with Earthbound. for removing Lucas, despite being a fan favorite character that is specifically here for fan demand. I don't have to make that sacrifice here. Roy was brought back into the Smash family because fans wanted it. We got him back. He is as beloved as ever. Roy has to stick around. So, Robin or Corrin? I take it back. This actually ain't that hard at all. It may have only been a 3% chance, but a bandit with a wooden axe has landed a critical hit, one-shotting Robin, forcing you to restart the entire map. That's another one that I think is going to be a bit more of a controversial take there. Robin comes from arguably the most important game of the series. He is single-handedly representing magic in the series, which is a huge component to that game's combat. Not to mention, the Fire Emblem community hates Corrin in his game. But, similar to Roy, Corrin has been received into the Smash community much more positively than he was received in his original game. While Corrin has never been one of the most popular characters to play as, he was regularly seen in the Smash 4 days and Ultimate days, a very popular pocket character or counter pick. Corrin has made a name for himself in the Smash world, not to mention also representing an entirely new component to Fire Emblem that no other character has, of course, being the dragon gimmick. Robin has struggled to make a name for himself in quite the same way, and Robin isn't helped by the fact that Chrom and Lucina have immunity from being executed in our little challenge, which means that Robin's game Awakening is still going to be represented in Smash with 2 characters. I definitely think there'd be a little more debate over Fire Emblem than with some of these other franchises. I chose Robin, but I can definitely see people swinging it over to Corrin. I could see some kiddos in this community try to slash off Roy, not realizing why he's so popular. Or I could see some people that can't get over their own salt try to slash out Byleth purely out of spite. Now, you may be thinking to yourself that that's the final series we can talk about with multiple characters. Except for like Kid Icarus or Animal Crossing, but those are just boringly self-explanatory. But hold your horses, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna let so many characters on this roster stay safe just because they happen to be the only character representing their franchise. Bonus round number 1, Mega Man, Pac-Man, Ryu, Cloud, Bayonetta. Smash 4's third-party characters. Mega Man owns actually Mega Man has 2 of the most iconic and hype moments in Smash history. Unlike a lot of the NES characters in this game, Mega Man's original games actually stood the test of time and are still delightful to play through today. Mega Man is safe. He's certainly got some Smash 4 annoyingness to fight against, but there are much bigger fish to fry in that department that we'll get to. Cloud is actually the most normal of all these characters. I would say he's borderline a normal Smash character. Probably the second most universally hype reveal in Smash 4 history after Mega Man. Cloud's good, man. You get out of here. I adore fighting games, I adore Capcom, I adore Street Fighter. Ryu, just get out of here. There's no way I'm cutting you out. Bayonetta or Pac-Man? Bayonetta or Pac-Man? Okay, I got it. Pac-Man has run out of quarters. Yes, Pac-Man is more iconic than Bayonetta. He's representing Bandai Namco all on his own on the roster, but I just don't think he works as a playable character. But I think Pac-Man would have been so much better served as an assist trophy that acts like his Smash 4 final smash. Chomps on a power pellet, and just clears the entire stage, eating everyone to death. That's a hot take right there. If I had to guess, I think Bayonetta would be the popular vote with this one. I mean, come on, if I didn't do riskier picks, this video would be no fun, would it? Which means we are at our last round for the evening. Bonus round number 2. Probably already know what's coming. Simon, Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, and Terry, the third-party characters of Smash Ultimate. Well, I hate to end on such an anticlimactic note, but if you know anything about me, then you know I'm kicking out Banjo-Kazooie. My personal least favorite character in Ultimate from a design perspective. One of the least respected characters on the roster by the community. I know there is definitely a lot of hate for certain characters on this screen from different areas of the Smash community. Terry is an incredibly lazy character that rewards so much for so little effort, not to mention being easily the least recognizable character of this bunch. Hero is Hero, and Hero did what Hero did when Hero launched, and I don't even want to talk about what Hero did when Hero launched. Joker and Simon are cool, right? I mean, yeah, there are people that have problems with super zony characters like Simon and Joker's comeback mechanic, but I mean, in the face of the other three, they're safe. Go home, boys. Hero, while people had their complaints with him, no one touches Hero anymore. Hero ain't hurting anyone anymore, let him be. I think Terry is the other character that you could make a really strong case for. Banjo was so much more requested than Terry, but I just think Banjo is such a failure of a character design that trumps any amount of free damage and free stocks that Terry can take away from you. Not to mention, again, huge fighting game bias on my part. I would never agree to destroy this Capcom vs SNK 3 that we have built for ourselves within Smash Ultimate. Terry Bogard is safe. Banjo-Kazooie has now been sold off once again to Facebook, where they will be utilized even less than Microsoft has, if such a thing is even possible. I think this topic can breed a lot of interesting discussion about the Ultimate roster, what you value in a character, what you think is important for a Smash character. A lot of opinions out there that I'm sure don't align with my own, which means you need to hit those comments. Let me know what your cuts are, and I will see you all next time.